Raiders will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking for a crease. It's McCray. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Trucks through the defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Jordan. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mahomes. Fires to the big fella. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Chubb. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Chubb. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on first down. Still looking. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble and down. He this loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to...
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Picked off. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Defense not showing press coverage. He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On second down, wants to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. He's looking on the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. Running toward the tape. The 20, 10, touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas Tech, 14. Clemson, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Going up top on 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Trying to get to him. They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete way downfield in the... kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Neighbors. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space, it's Chubb. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Mahomes. Using the quick game.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield, it's Mahomes. Quick strike complete. Powers through the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. That's reeled in. It's Jones. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense getting set for 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Handoff to the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders are in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Francis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. These corners backing off a bit. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Wants to throw. It's Mahomes. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll give it to the back.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Coming after it. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Second down coming up. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Francis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And that ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Francis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got his man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They've got into a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on.
Oh, it's out! And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. And offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Back to pass, it's Mahomes. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Francis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to run it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. That's caught. It's Jones. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Using his feet to buy time. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, look out! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just flying through the air.